Deontay Wilder is still making excuses to this day. 7 years later, he still can't let it go. There's a viral clip of him going around losing his composure during an interview with Simon Jordan from TalkSport. Let's take a look.
And you've called him a cheat. And it leads me
the biggest in boxing.
Yeah, but it leads me to conclude.
Biggest in boxing. I'm out of here. I'm out of here. Talking about my peoples and all that shit. It's hard to believe a black man and a white man. The cheated. Tell him to sue me so I can show the facts early. Because when the documentary and everything, the story come out, I'm going to show everything out of what we go through as black people, man.
I got it.
You know, you don't.
Now, before I get into some of these excuses and conspiracy claims, let me say something clearly. I've always rooted for Deontay Wilder. I still do. When he fights a UK fighter, a Chinese fighter, I'm always rooting for the American fighter. And he made heavyweight boxing exciting again. But at this point, this is getting ridiculous. And this mindset is the thing that's held him back since the Tyson Fury losses. So let's actually go through some of the explanations we've heard over the years. And I don't think an excuse right after a loss is unusual. Fighters do that. They're emotional. Adrenaline's running. I mean, they've won every fight they've fought. And then they just lost. You don't know how to react. But when it becomes a pattern, that's when people like me start asking questions. So I'm not going to cover all the excuses because he said a lot of stuff. One of the early claims was that Tyson Fury scratched Wilder with his fingernails, which caused his ear to bleed during the fight. This is basically in line with him saying Fury's gloves were loaded, which, again, he's talking about this documentary and he hasn't shown any proof. Why does he need to be sued, like he said, to show the proof? If you got proof like something like this, you're going to show it. I'm not going to keep going into it. We've seen all the videos from 6 years ago. So then there's the other one that the sabotage came from his own camp. He's claiming somebody spiked his water. He was blaming Mark Breland for throwing in the towel. He blamed Mark Breland for spiking his water. And then he went and hired, this new trainer. He's not the worst, but it just seems like there's a lot of yes men around him. And he's never grown since the Fury fights. I mean, he took L's after that. He beat that one dude, I don't even know, some no-name can. Got dominated by Parker and Zhang. We'll get into that, but now he's about to fight Chisora, which is, Chisora's old, battle-tested. But Deontay Wilder's 40 himself. It's not going to be an easy fight. I'm a fan. I want him to win, but based on the interviews I'm seeing and how he's reacting when Fury's name is brought up, I don't know. With the recent losses to Zhang and Parker, look at the new excuses he's coming up with. This is an interview with Ariel Helwani.
So it's like when I had the last two losses, training camp went very well, Things was right. We had nice sparring partners, got great talent to come in. But there was something about when the bell rung, it's like I was into a hypnosis state. I went back.
So first it was gloves, then it was sabotage, then it was hypnosis. And now every time you're in an interview, you just sound rehearsed. I wish when Fury's name were brought up, he would just say, we had a great trilogy. I'm not going to get into what I think may have happened, but he won and we battled each other. Respect. So again, man, I hope he wins against Dereck Chisora. I hope he gets the fight against Usyk after that. I don't think he'll win against either of them, but man, could you imagine if he beats Chisora and then somehow lands a right hand on Usyk and knocks him out? That redemption story would be crazy. Man, if he were to do that, that would be the greatest comeback story since George Foreman. So that's all I got to say about the more excuses I'm hearing from him. I hope he wins, man. I wish the best for him, but I don't like what I'm hearing. If you like this video, hit that thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and I appreciate it.